Hey guys, Yummy here again, and today I'm using the M240 Bravo, my personal favorite LMG, to achieve the Phantom Initiate assignment, which requires 200 kills with LMGs, 50 kills with explosives, and 25 road kills. The LMG part is probably the easiest part of this assignment because you just have to run around with the support kit, and the support kit is not that bad in this game compared to, I guess it was worse in Battlefield 3, but it's certainly a useful class. So yeah, I'm using the M240 Bravo, and it always has been and will always be my favorite LMG. It packs so good of a punch, and if you tap fire it right, it is like the ultimate freaking long range weapon, you know, besides a sniper rifle. So I'm playing on all of the new Dragon's Teeth DLC maps. It just happened to be the server that I chose, and it seems to be working out very well with the LMG. Lots of long corridors, good for tap firing, which these guns really excel at, and really helps get the 200 kills. The only way I can see it better is doing a map like Operation Locker or Operation Metro, which I tried before, but it just wasn't working out very well, and I went on this new server and it was working out so much better. I also get the explosive kills, or some of them, later with the C4 whenever I get on Pearl Market, because that map is just a giant clusterfuck. But about the M240 Bravo, it's a American light machine gun. I don't think they use it anymore in active duty. One reason is because we're not in war right now, but it's been basically replaced by the M249 because it's shorter and more compatible, really. But the way I prefer this above the other LMGs is because it has that medium fire rate that I love. I love versatility, and the medium fire rate lets it do well at long range and close range. And quite frankly, I hate the AWS. I know that it's like some kind of like try-hard thing to get mad at guys using AWS, but it's so overpowered. Like, it's an assault rifle with 200 rounds, or 100, I don't know which it is, but it's so ridiculous how powerful it is, and every time I get killed by it I just get so mad. But the M60, I love the M60 in Battlefield 3, but the fire rate is much slower than the M240 Bravo, and it just, I don't know if they gave it too much recoil or what in Battlefield 4, but it does not work as well. And the M249's okay, but just the MG4 is probably the best LMG, I would say. The fire rate, accuracy, recoil, all combined together, and it ends out being on top. But the M240B is my favorite. Just like the Scar H is the best assault rifle, but the AUG A3 is my favorite, just because I like the feel. So trying to get these 200 kills, it seems like a lot, but it's really only like 8 games worth of kills if you're good. You just need to keep at a medium distance from your enemies. Try not to get into close quarters or extreme long range in the open where you can be taken out by snipers. And try to use a grip. Don't use a bipod because it's very inefficient, and you sitting still because you're using it, you're just going to end up getting killed pretty easily. So that is definitely a technique that I avoid using, even though it really helps with suppression, but that's more of like if you're playing Rush. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of the stats for the M240 Bravo. Well, first off, it has a max damage of 34, which is the standard for all LMGs, which will drop off to 25 maximum damage at 75 meters, which is still pretty good. It's a 4-shot kill at least a 4-shot kill at whatever range. So that's a good thing. It's got a fire rate of 650 rounds per minute, which is very mid-range, even a little low for most guns, but I like it. It's much more easy to manage than the high fire rate guns, and it helps you out with long-range killing, which is definitely more of my forte. It has a muzzle velocity of 610 meters per second, which is about average for a gun. So it's gonna be just average, really, trying to kill enemies at a distance. The bullet drop is 15 meters per second, which is one weird thing about Battlefield 4 is, I guess because the maps are not as big as guns would be firing in real life or something, but that's better. That is much greater than real life gravity, which would be what, 9.8 meters per second. So the bullet will drop more, making it harder to hit longer range target. I guess it's sort of to balance out the muzzle velocity or something, but it's just, it kind of doesn't make sense. I don't know why they were choosing to do bullet drop to nerf guns. It's just kind of weird. Reload time, if you got no bullets left in the chamber, that'll knock you back about 6.2 seconds, which is crazy slow, but you gotta remember this is an LMG, and if it was real life that would actually be really fast, but you know, all LMGs have slow reload times except for like the AW freaking S, because it just has to compensate for them having so many rounds. Recoil, it's got only a 0.6 up, which is not that bad, but I also have a 0.5 to the left and to the right. So a compensator would help out with the side-to-side recoil. However, this would make your gun much more inaccurate, and nobody wants that. So just to avoid all this recoil stuff, you need to tap fire as much as possible. Plus, if you can put on an angle foregrip or a foldable grip, it will help you decrease that first shot recoil, making tap firing much easier. So with spread, the spread increases 0.126 with each shot. So basically, the longer you fire, the more the bullets will spread. So just every single stat for this gun, and basically all LMGs in general, point towards tap firing as being the best solution. Just being a noob and holding down the fire button forever is just so stupid, and you're not going to be able to hit the broadside of a barn eventually. So there's that. And finally, there we go. I got the 200 kills required for the LMGs, and still got a little work to do on explosives and a lot of work to do on the road kills, but hopefully I can get that done soon and get that awesome new camo for the soldiers. And if you guys like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and until next time, this is Yummy. Goodbye and good hunting.